What's that? Last of Us 2 dropped about 80% in sales in the UK in the second week? But obviously that can't be because of the backlash, right? No. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today we are going to be talking about The Last of Us Part 2. If you're new to the channel, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Also, guys, in the link, comment, and description box below is a link to our Discord. So go ahead and click the link, become a part of Storm Nation. Today we're going to be talking about, that's right, Last of Us 2, and the fact that it dropped 80% this past week in the UK. Now, we always look at the UK sales charts to kind of dictate what we're going to have here in the States. We've always done this. Every time there's a new game come out, we really look at the UK charts to see how well it would do over here in the United States. So, here's the thing. We all know Last of Us 2 sold a lot in its first week. Just like movies, when you have a big opening weekend, you're going to have a massive drop on the second weekend. However, 80% is a lot. 80% is a lot. It says The Last of Us Part 2 sold around 4 million copies in its first 3 days. With that number, the game became the fastest selling game for the PS4. Its sales, however, dropped 80% week on week, which is a huge fall, but it's not unusual. Like I said, that usually happens all the time. We see that in movies. You know, a movie come out, make like 250 million opening weekend. Second weekend, it drops like 70% because everybody went and saw it the first weekend. Everybody went and bought this game on the first week. So, but the real thing is, if it goes on to say in the article, the funny thing is that the game that almost beat it was actually a 3DS game, which was the Bravely Default 2 on the 3DS, not like the second game that's coming out on the Switch here. And I'm looking to see where it says Bravely Default, but it is Bravely Default. But here's the thing. I understand that it sold a lot in its first week, and in the second week it had a massive drop. That's not entirely unusual. I get that, okay? But you cannot deny that there is a large body of people who are extremely upset about this game. Okay, I know people who are die-hard Last of Us fans. They found out what the spoiler was, and they refused to go buy it. Again, doesn't really matter. It sold over 4 million copies. So guess what? Naughty Dog and Sony made their money. So it doesn't really matter if a few people sat there and said, you know what? We're not going to buy this at full price. I am going to pick it up at some point later down the line when it's like $20, you know, maybe a year from now, whatever. I'm in no hurry to pick it up. I am curious to give it a playthrough and see what's going on. I do know what the spoiler is in the game, so I know what I'm going to get. I know the twist, the turn. I know everything that goes on in the game, but I still want to be able to experience the game for myself. I am simply just boycotting the game, not on the spoiler or the twist. I am boycotting the game on the way Naughty Dog actually treated YouTubers by copyright striking them. Not just copyright striking, I'm talking about falsely copyright striking them. So I'm going to be one of the people that are actually gonna tell you guys that this game dropping 80% isn't a huge thing, to be honest with you, because it had a massive opening launch. You know, 4 million copies sold in the first 3 days is huge for a game. That's really, really big. Naughty Dog, they made their money back. But I do know that there's a large body of people that are refusing to play the game or refuse to buy the game. My roommate, Adam, wants to play the game, but he refuses to go pay $60 for the game. He decided he's going to GameFly it. So I see where people are try to work around without giving Naughty Dog the money, but yet they want to play it because they don't want to judge it. They don't want to, go by hearsay. They want to play this game for themselves. Naughty Dog, I think, really misjudged the Last of Us fan community in this. I mean, I'm a massive Uncharted fan that Naughty Dog also does. Like, I'm a massive Uncharted fan. I have played every Uncharted game. If they would have pulled something like they did in The Last of Us Part 2 with Uncharted, I would be just as upset as any of the fans of The Last of Us. I can tell you that right now. Like, if you guys know what the twist is, you guys know what happened. If they would have pulled that scenario, let's say in like Uncharted 5, I would be extremely pissed. I would be so mad if I found out the leaks. I can't say what I would do unless I was in that situation at the time. Would I buy Uncharted 5? I don't know. I've always bought Uncharted on launch day. Uncharted is one of my favorite video game franchise. So I don't know how I would act in that scenario, but I can understand where fans are upset with the twist and what Naughty Dog did with those characters in The Last of Us Part 2. I don't think that that's an indication of why these sales have dropped 80%. I think that's more just because it made $400 million on the first week. The first 3 days alone, it made 4 million copies. So 4 million copies, that's a lot of copies, guys. So of course the second week, we're going to see a huge drop off. I don't think that's a huge indication on the spoiler. I keep hitting my microphone like a jackass, but I don't think that's a huge indication on the spoiler, the twist that was going on with the game. I think that's more of just the huge drop off because you sold so much in the first week. But we also cannot deny that fans are extremely upset, and a lot of people aren't going out and buying this game. Some people are like me and are like, you know what? I can wait. I can wait till like Black Friday. It goes down to $30. I'll pick it up for $30. Maybe PlayStation on Black Friday will have a sale on their store, and I'll pick it up for like half price there. I will wait to pick this game up. I will not pay full price for this game, and not because of what happens in the game, but that's more of, hey, Naughty Dog, you fucked over the YouTube creator community. I'm part of that community, and I don't like the way you falsely copyrighted my peers. That's the stance I'm taking on it. Like Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Kendall, and the several other people that were falsely copyright striked. To me, those are my peers. I might not always agree with my peers. They are still my peers, and what they do on their channel also affects what I do on my channel and other people's channel. Well, if I see Ryan getting copyright striked, I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't want to be falsely copyright striked. I don't like the way Naughty Dog handled that. But I am still very interested in playing the game, and I will play it once it goes on sale. I'm just not paying full price for it. But anyway, guys, I've been rambling on too much. Uncharted shit. I fucking wish it was Uncharted, guys. Last of Us Part 2 dropping 80% on its second weekend, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this is an indication that fans are upset? Do you think this is the indication that it just had a big, opening weekend and it just fell apart on the second week because they sold so much in the first week? What do you guys think? And how do you feel about a 3DS game, an older 3DS game, by the way, actually almost beating out Last of Us 2 in its second week? I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.